Good morning, Algebra 1B students. For Mr. Fry, this is going to be due tomorrow. It's Unit 5, Homework 1. It's solving systems by graphing. Let's take a look at these. The first one's real easy. You don't have to change these. These are in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. When you have numbers in this order next to your x, and you have your y by itself over here, that m represents the slope and the b represents the y-intercept. So, taking a look at this first one, y equals 2/3 x minus 1. I'm going to take care of this back here first. That's my y-intercept. That b is the y-intercept. So I go to -1, and I'm starting right there. Now my slope. Remember, slope is rise over run. So I have it going up over 3. So it goes up 2 over 3, the rise and over in the right direction. So up 2 over 3, I put a point. Up 2 over 3, put a point. Up 2 over 3. And I even did some back ones. From this point to this point, it's up 2 over 3. This is my y-intercept. From this point to this point, up 2 over 3. And you can see the pattern there. I didn't really need to go back here, but I was just feeling good about it, I guess. So here we go. The next one, my y-intercept is a positive 4. So I go up to 1, 2, 3, 4 on my y-axis. That's my y-intercept. B is the y-intercept. And then I just have a negative here for my slope. What that means, it's -1. So it's essentially -1 over 1. So I'm going down 1. When it's negative, that means down. So from this point, I'm going down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. I can see where these lines intersect. And where the lines intersect is where that's the solution to these two, to the system of equations. And that point is 3, 1. Moving on, this one is in slope-intercept form. And you can see that I went to -1 and that the slope is there's just 1x there, so that means it's 1 over 1, so that means it goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and so I continue to go up. This one needed to be changed into slope-intercept form, so I had to get y by itself on one side, and you could see my process for doing that. I subtracted the x from both sides, and then I divided everything by 4 in order to get y by itself. Now I'm going to the y-intercept of positive 4, and my slope is -1 over 4. So I'm going down 1 over 4. You can see right there I am intersecting, and that's the solution to the system. So that is going to be 4, 3. That's at 4, 3. This one, you could see it was in slope-intercept form already. This one I had to change into slope-intercept form, so you could see down here I subtracted 2x from both sides, divided everything by 6, and -2 divided by -6 is just 2 over 6, or 1/3, because both the 2 and the 6 can be divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I have 1/3. 30 divided by a -6 is -5. Notice they have the same slope. So I went ahead and I went to the y-intercept. And I have a +1 and I have a -5 here. And then, so this one, it's going up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3. This one, from -5, is going up 1 over 3, up 1. They're never going to cross. They're parallel, so there's no solution. Number 7. Hopefully you're pausing this along the way. This one I don't need to change, so it's ready to go. This one I needed to change. I needed to get y by itself on one side. You can see me doing this. I'm subtracting x from both sides. And then I am dividing everything by a -1 to get y. I don't want to know negative y, I want to know regular y. So it becomes y equals x minus 1. And so I'm at -1, and my slope is 1x, so that means it goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, until I run into this. This is y equals 5. It's a horizontal line. Whenever you see y equals just a number, you just go where that number is and you make a horizontal line, because no matter what x equals, y is going to be equal to 5. Y is equal to 5 here, 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 everywhere. That's what y equals 5 means. So this point right here, which is 6, 5, it's 6 on the x and 5 on the y. 6, 5 is my solution. Let's take a look at number 9. Number 9, I had to change both of these. This one, I subtracted 3x from both sides. Then I divided everything by a -2. This became positive. When you divide a negative by a negative, it becomes positive. So I have 3 over 2x. -16 divided by -2 becomes a positive 8. So this one I started at positive 8. And you go up 3 over 2. Well, I couldn't go any further up. So I figured out this one back here would be up 3 over 2 to this one. And then this one will be up 3 over 2 to this one. So I just kept working my way back. This one is up 1, 2, 3 over 2 to that one. So this one, all I had to do was subtract x from both sides and I was ready to go. It's in slope-intercept form. I start at -7. And it goes down 1 over 1, so it's down 1 over 1. And I had to figure out behind it where those points would be so that I could see where the intersection was of these two. And these two intersect at -6, -1, and that's the solution for that system using graphing. And then these, I just thought I'd go through all of them. If a system of linear equations has one solution, what does this mean about the two lines? That means that they intersect at that point. 2, if a system of linear equations has no solution, what does this mean about the two lines? That means that they are parallel. 3, if the system of linear equations has infinitely many solutions, what does this mean about the two lines? It's the same line. They're on the same line. And you may have an example. I didn't look to see on the evens real thoroughly if you had an example of that. Infinitely many solutions, but there might be one in there. But we saw the parallel one. That was back there on number 5. Yeah, that's the parallel. So that's no solution. Hopefully this helps, and good luck with the evens. Go ahead and make mistakes. We learn from making mistakes and correcting them.